Hey dolls, welcome to Plastic Chic's closet. So today we are just going to do basically an unboxing haul, an unboxing for everything that was gifted to me by friends, of course Dolly friends, and also random stuff I bought from Instagram and eBay and all other places. So this box is from the Stunning Dolls, Romelyn. Thank you so much for giving me this doll. She was cleaning out her collection. So she just messaged me and asked me if I wanted some of her items. And of course I said yes, because she was getting rid of some of her made to move dolls and also articulated dolls. And you know, I love made to move and she doesn't, so I clearly said I will take the dolls, I'll take them from you, and she was kind enough to send it to me. So here they are. Here's the collection of made to move, and look, she even sent me this bald girl with a repainted face, and this is actually a repainted face by Tricky. I'll definitely show you guys a closer look on these, but some of these are like the OG made to move bodies, and I actually can't wait to use some of these. You always have to have a spare. And thank you, Romelyn, again for refilling my stock of made to move bodies. And oh my god, I actually don't have this doll. She sent me a Vera Wang, and she sent me this, I think this club is called Daisy, and I do have some heads that I've gotten repainted that I need that color match for that body. Thank you, Romelyn, thank you so much. And it looks like there's something else in the box. Let's go ahead and pick that up. So looks like Romelyn actually sent us some pictures of G.I. Joe. Thank you. I will definitely try to frame these and show you guys later on. These are so cute. I guess these are old photos she's taken. That is actually really funny. All right, so next package. So the next package we got is, I think, something we bought back in, I would say March, and it didn't come until later on. So I am not going to mention who I got this from because I don't think this is supposed to be sold, because this is one of those things that are trademark, but I'm showing you. And thank you for the free bag. I do love myself a wicker Birkin. Oh, that is so amazing. I always wanted one in my collection. This is actually my very first miniature wicker Birkin bag in my collection. So thank you, Miko. Thank you for sending that to me. So back to the item. These items are actually sold, I would say, hush hush, and you actually have to approach the seller and they will have to sell it to you quietly, because they are not allowed to sell these items or mass produce them, or else they could get a copyright infringement from Integrity Toys. But these are the gold version of Mothership Danya. This is the gold variation. I've always wanted a pair. I've seen them floating around. I know one famous doll designer sold them through his site, and IT did give him a cease and desist after like a couple days when he was selling it, but it did sell out pretty quick. And as I mentioned, these are the gold variation of the Mothership Danya Zar. As you can see, that was the photo of the doll that came out in 2020, technically 2019, but it didn't get delivered to us until 2020. That doll instantly became an icon, and of course we thought we were going to get a variation of her during last year's W Club, because they were all referring to, they were doing moments, so we thought we were going to get a gold version of the Danya Zar, but we never did. I am so happy that I do have this set in my collection now, so I can easily just make my own version. So I think maybe later on I'll do a shoot with the silver and then the gold version next to each other. I just probably would need the two dolls that I would like next to each other, and I will probably try to get the cape that the doll came with also copied, or I'll need to buy a second version and see how that goes, because I have this whole vision of having the two color variations start standing next to each other. And if you are new to this channel and you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and also please don't forget to like the video as well. Also, don't forget we are on Facebook and Instagram as Plastic_Chic. So back to this item. So this item technically comes with a gold version, exactly the same items as Danya Zar, Mothership Danya Zar. She comes with her gold-plated body armor. It comes with a set of necklace, or like a choker necklace, earrings, and of course she also comes with her arm cuffs. I think they're called cuffs, or like a full-on arm shield, I'm gonna call them. And she also comes with the almost knee-high gladiator boots. And also along with that, she also comes with the gold visor sunglasses that are very Balenciaga-like. So I had to look up my favorite site to get all the details from, fashiondollchronicles.com. They have the best description of all the dolls, so I usually go back there and check a lot of things because it's very detailed. I think it's run by Stravos, thank you for keeping up with the site from for how many years now. It's always my go-to. Every time I need to go back on a doll detail, instead of going to my emails, I go to this site. So it is such a wealth of knowledge, that site, fdc.com or fashiondollchronicles.com. So here is Erin. Erin is wearing, of course, the gold version of Mothership Danya. I am so in love with that magnetized bustier that she's wearing. And of course, who can forget the robotic glove hands that she has? Just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. All right, now let's move on to one of my favorite miniature artists, Philip Nuveen. Philip Nuveen is probably one of the best miniature artists that you can buy from readily. Definitely go to philipnuveen.com. His site has a bunch of stuff that you could just buy directly, and this is one of, I think, 3 orders that we are going to open in this haul. So this one is actually a custom order. I custom ordered boxes from Philip because this was a request that I need to basically, since I work a lot with, of course, some brands, they don't like other brands or clearly brands to be showing in the background of their photos, especially if they send me a doll to review. So I requested Philip if he can send me non-branded boxes. So this is what came about. He basically custom made these pale pink blush boxes so I could put them in the back instead of the orange boxes that I usually have in my closet. And I just love the outcome. And also, you can now actually buy these on his site. These are now available as well. These are just not exclusive to me anymore. So go ahead, if you like these boxes, do purchase them from his site. Do support him. He is such a great person, great artist. So go buy. And also from time to time, he loves to include little gifts for me that I didn't order. So this one, he gave me technically like a miniature Jeff Koons little balloon for, I guess, that I could put around my doll closet. And he also included this little miniature camera. I love that camera. And a little cake. I always like little desserts for my dolls because I have this idea for maybe later on I will do like a Marie Antoinette kind of a style photo shoot. So I'll definitely gather those around to do that. And he gave me a little pizza. I don't know what to do with a pizza, but I'll probably find usage for it later on. And another thing that he's really amazing at are making these little miniature magazines. I love when he makes me these little magazines because I do have a little diorama that you probably saw on a previous video. So basically kind of like a living room kind of a set. And I do love using these little magazines and books as like display items, and it just brings the whole diorama to life. So here is basically the preview of like the first box from Philip. I think this is one of 3 boxes we are going to be opening in this haul. This is a long haul, so make sure you have your drink ready, you have your water, because you're going to be enjoying for a while. You're going to see me unbox things that I impulsively purchase and definitely do not need, but as a doll collector, I am here to enable your purchases. So this next package is actually from someone on Instagram that was selling part of his collection. So we bought a lot of loose bodies, and I think this is the box that actually contained majority of pivotal Barbie bodies. And when I say pivotal, these are the Model Muse pivotal bodies that I love. So for the first batch of orders, we did get, I don't know how many are in this. I just literally told him I will buy all the pivotal bodies that you have. Looks like we do have a combination of Nutra and shoes. I love free shoes. Nutra, and then we also get this is the Odile holiday Barbie head, and he also had those on sale. So basically, again, these are like a mixture of Nutra and LA Tan bodies, and you can never go wrong because they do use those colors a lot for skin tone for the dolls. So we will definitely find heads for these dolls. And the next batch of dolls that it was in the order are like full-on dolls, not just the bodies. I think we ended up getting 4. So this is one of the ones that he was selling. He was selling, I think this is $1 Million Baddie Alejandra Nude, and I definitely grabbed her because you can never go wrong with Alejandra. She's one of my favorite sculpts from Integrity Toys. Another doll that he was selling was this one. This is Print in Pink Naja Rhymes. You can never go wrong with Naja. Naja Rhymes is also one of my favorite IT characters. So when I saw that, I was like, I need to have that for a project, of course, because you guys know I love my little OOAK one-of-a-kind projects. Another doll that he was selling was this Keith Barbie. I do have this Keith Barbie, but I haven't unboxed her. So when I saw this doll being sold as well, I had to grab her as well. So there's a lot of grails going on and dolls on my wish list going on in this haul. Another doll that I have boxed is this Indonesia Barbie. Actually, this is Sumatra Barbie, and this doll was on a pivotal, which is perfect. I love this doll. I had this doll, but I ended up giving it to a friend, and when I saw that doll as well being sold, I said yes. And this Natalia, I also have this doll box, and when I saw this doll being sold nude as well, I also had to say yes. There's a lot of yeses that happened that day. These next 2 heads are actually not mine. They are the Stunning Doll. She bought them from the same seller. These are 2 very rare Louboutin heads from the Barbie Basics. And one of them, the blonde one, is actually the Barbie Basics Denim Collection, I think 2.1. Here she is wearing the famous Jonathan Adler dress from that set, and I think she looks good. The dolls did need a little bit of TLC, and we were able to actually restore the blonde in her hair, and we were able to get the yellowing off her forehead. And the next stuff we're opening is actually something from Aries doll show that happened in California. This doll was actually purchased by my friend Stefania. Hi Stefania, thank you for getting this doll. She knew I was looking for this doll, and she actually found her for a very decent price. This doll usually goes for hundreds of dollars on eBay, and I was lucky enough to get her under $100. Thank you again Stefania for getting her, and also thank you for Ray for passing on her, because one of my doll friends, Ray, attended the show as well, and actually we've both been looking for this doll, and he basically passed on her, so I was able to check off another Grail list doll on my list. Of course, she didn't come with her original outfit. Maybe we'll find it later on. I only wanted the doll because look at that face. I am a big fan of the Nichelle sculpt, and this dress is it's not really my taste, and we'll probably have a hard time because I think we have to actually rip this dress off of her so we could go ahead and redress. So I did rip off the dress. Like, I didn't film the ripping of this dress, but I think I'm going to send it to one of my friends, Louise, who I think can fix it. But let me show you the redress that I did for her. So basically we restyled her in a basically kind of like a Pucci print jumpsuit, and this jumpsuit is by Joe Namoso. I will go ahead and put his Instagram right on here so you can see. I do love the vibes that Nichelle is giving with this jumpsuit. It just giving it like really vibrant. Love, 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 love that whole look. Next purchase. So this box is another box that we are opening from Philip Nuveen again, Philip Nuveen. And as you know, this is the second box that we are unboxing. So let's see what we have inside, what goodies he sent us. I totally forgot what was in here, so let's go ahead and open it up. So first, looks like a shopping bag, some 3D printed items, and let's see, what did I order? So there's a shopping bag there. What else do we have? Some more 3D printed items, definitely some things I didn't order, but I think these are little gifts from Philip. So let's start with this little pile. Oh wow, these are so cute. So these are like Minnie and Mickey hats, 3D printed hats. Oh, I can't wait to actually use these on a shoot. Oh, these are really, 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 really cool. All right, let's see. Let's try it on. All right, aren't these adorable? They are so adorable. But I think her head's a little too big for this, but I think we can make it work. I also feel like these would be great projects. We could even... I'll probably do another video of like customizing these. I would probably add like little rhinestones or ribbons, or actually paint them first and then add the little rhinestones. Imagine one with like the little red and then the white polka dots. That would be so cute. All right, what else did he send with his bag? Oh, we got a little shopping. We got a little bit of like Goyard. Weirdly enough, we actually do not have any Goyard miniature luxury purses in our collection. I guess they're just as hard to get in person and in miniature as well. I wonder if they have them in the store because, as you know, Goyard is one of those stores that you can only buy things in the store. They don't have an online shop, so very exclusive. Annoying. And other stuff that he included are these little wonderful hat stands. These are also adorable. I cannot wait to incorporate these in my closet. They're little cute, like little mushrooms. So they are perfect hat stands for those little Mickey hats. And this is a Poppy Parker hat. And look, it works so perfectly. And I cannot wait to scatter them around my closet. I think I'm definitely going to be using a little bit of like a glue dot underneath so that it stays up. Let's see, what else did we order? What else came with this? And the next batch of 3D printed items from Philip. Looks like these are miniature Mickey ears and Mickey and Minnie ears. Oh, I love this one. Oh, this one is really adorable. I can't wait to use these as shoots as well. Oh my god, these are so cute. I also can't wait. I think he sent some blank ones as well, so we can definitely customize some. So we will definitely be doing some sort of maybe a short or reel on customizing little Mickey ears for dolls. These are so adorable. Oh, look at that one. This is so cute. I could totally add a ribbon. Definitely, of course, painting some, adding some rhinestones, definitely customizing it. And now I need to find some Disney themed outfits for my dolls. See, that's the problem. So another thing that we got from Philip from this order is basically, of course, hats. And this hat is basically we wanted a better version of the Dion hat, and of course Philip came through and he made us one, and basically he 3D printed it. And look how adorable this hat is. This hat actually came out really well. So what happened was that the hat from the Barbie was it looked a little squished from the promos. And of course, Philip came through and this came out adorable and it's well done. And definitely, I would say if you did buy the Dion Barbie, you should definitely be buying this hat from Philip as well, because that one is a little questionable. This one you need for your collection, especially if you have the new Dion and Cher doll. And again, you can purchase these at philipnewven.com. Definitely go hit him up. He has other great selections of little miniatures that you can add to your collection. It is definitely one of those websites and accounts that if you buy one, you need to buy a bunch of them. Now let's move on to the next purchase. I believe this is another Instagram purchase, and this is a purchase we made from, I think, the Lulu04, which is Ed. Ed had some things to pay for, so he was technically cleaning out his collection. He was selling this doll at a very reasonable price, so of course we grabbed one. I know in the same video earlier you saw that we did grab another Odile redhead holiday head, and this one's the complete one. I feel like you could never have enough of this doll, because I do love the skins of this doll. This doll looks a little wonky, so I really won't be upset to send her to get rerouted and then repainted. But don't worry, once that's done, I will definitely be showing it and giving you guys an update on this channel. All right, another item that we bought. Let's see. I think this is actually an item I bought off of Etsy. So I was scrolling through Etsy one day because I was actually looking for a fireplace, like a mid-century modern fireplace, and I was able to find this at an Etsy shop. It's really hard for us to sometimes find 1/6 scale items, and I think this one will actually work. I'm actually currently working on like a mid-century type of the diorama, and I thought this would be perfect. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I could work with that. One of my favorite features of this fireplace, it lights up, and look, I don't know if you can see, it has like a little bit of like a light feature in the back that it makes it look like it's actually on fire. And this one is from 3D Space Garden. That is the name of the Etsy shop that we got it from. And if you can see, there is a QR code there. Feel free to go ahead and pause and take a picture. And again, this is from 3D Space Garden on Etsy. I will actually going to be putting Etsy shop link on the description as well, so feel free to click. As you can see here, you can see better the flickering light that mimics fire, and I think it is so cool. Let me go ahead and grab a doll so you guys can see scale. So this is a Disney doll. I think it looks good scale wise, but it's still not as big as I would like it to be, but I feel like it would work for the space that I have where I'm going to be putting it in. And here is a closer look of that fireplace. I think it, again, looks really cool. It's like very clean, very modern, very mid-century modern, just the way I like it. It is still a little short and a little smaller for what I would like, but it will definitely fit to the space that I would love to display it on. And again, if you were wondering where this is from 3D Space Garden from Etsy. I will definitely be again putting the link of where I got this from on the description page. Here's that closer look of the what light. I think they used a little tea light candle to make it blink, and here's just like a little view from the other side, and here is the bottom. It comes with a battery and you can easily just turn it off. So I do think that's a tea light candle that they used on there, so we could probably easily switch that out, but I think it's really cute. And again, it looks really pretty. It looks well made. So let's move on to the next item that was sent to us. And this is actually not just an item. This was a package that was sent by Kyle 2.6. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for this generous present. Let me go ahead and should I read the letter to you guys? Maybe I should. It says, "Dear Nick, this is a small token of my appreciation of you. Thank you for being a real one in this community. I wanted to do something for you, but I suppose I can and will still do that in the future. Anyways, thank you for being a great human. XOXO, Gossip Emperor, Kyle." Thank you, Kyle. That was very touching. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank you for the present. But let's go ahead and see what's inside. So I know, talking to Kyle a while back, I was mentioning to him that he didn't know that I really like model muse bodies. So I think he took some of his spare model muse bodies and gifted them to me. Thank you, Kyle. This is very generous of you. I really wasn't expecting this. Thank you so much for giving me all of these variety of model muse. I definitely have heads needing bodies that will match these gorgeous spare bodies, and thank you again. I appreciate this gift so much is because I do love these model muse bodies, and they're very hard to come by now. Not a lot of dolls come with them, only like here and there, and they always come with those GG bodies. And let me tell you, every time I see a doll with a GG body, I just like kind of hit myself in the head and be like, why? Also, Kyle, thank you for giving me such a variety of skin tones. I do have a variety of repainted heads that would totally use these bodies, so definitely another video. Thank you. And I think I'm going to use this Model Muse body on this Ariel because I feel like it's a good match, and I do want her on the Model Muse body. But thank you again, Kyle. And let's go on to the next package. So this one is from Christina Rose Doll Couture. So this is the website, and they are also on Instagram. There's a link there. They have been my go-to place to actually buy these miniature luxury purses. And let's see what we got today. So this first one is actually, like, of course, a miniature version of is called the Cambon Reporter shoulder bag. So this bag was popularized or was released by Chanel in 2004 and 2005. This was the bag that I know a lot of the it girls were carrying back then, especially like Lindsay or Paris back in the day. And look how cute. This is so pretty. The only thing I don't like is that Chanel right there on the right side, or technically the left side of your screen, is drawn with Sharpie. But other than that, the quality of this bag is really nice. So I do definitely recommend you guys trying to check out Christina Rose because they have some of the most amazing little luxury bags that I've seen that's in the market. So on the next bag that we are opening, this is actually a miniature version of a very recent bag from Louis Vuitton. This bag was introduced during the Spring Summer 26 collection, and they had this little elephant bag, and this is like kind of like a good replica. The only thing that is different between the one that walked the runway and this one, it doesn't have all of those little studs, but the shape is perfect. And when I saw it, I really wanted it, so I was like, I need that for my doll closet as definitely like a display piece, because that is art. So the next bag we are actually opening is basically a little miniature from Chanel. This is coming from the 1995 collection, and this is one of the little Chanel, basically a miniature version of the 1995 diamond quilted Chanel heart handbag. I am obsessed with this bag because I am obsessed with that collection, and that 1995 collection, I am still trying to get some of those fits miniaturized. I know it's taking a while for the designer to finish it, but I know it's coming, and I already have one version of this, but I really wanted a version from Christina Rose. It's because hers is, of course, looks more realistic, and the other one is just more for display, so I really wanted to get this one. I actually might need to custom order the beige one with the black CCs on them. So the next bag that we are opening are actually two of my favorites. So a little background on these are of course miniature versions of the Hermes Faberge Birkins, and these are the mini versions. Just a little background of the Faberge. They were first initially released in 2019, and since then they introduced a few colors, and then they've shrunk it down. The first color was the brown version, and then I think in 2021 is when they came out with my favorite one, which is the white and beige version of the bag. Speaking of the white and beige version, here it is. Here is that miniature version of mine, a little luxury. I won't be able to afford the big one, the real one, but at least my dolls are living the life with the little miniature versions, and I love this little miniature. And I think I'm going to definitely try to get the regular size one in the doll if I don't have it already, but I feel like I already do. I just need to look in my collection. But here is that black one. Here it is comparing the size. You could really see the size difference, but of course we all love not just the regular, we love the mini for our mini dolls. Just like these are just adorable. So definitely, if you like these kind of miniatures, definitely check out Christina Rose Doll Couture. If you follow me on Instagram as well, I do tag them on some of the posts, and here is her card, and definitely go ahead and check them out. And the next item we are opening from our haul is another box from, of course, our very own Philip Naveen. And here he is, Philip Naveen. As you can tell, you can also find him at philipnaveen.com. And definitely, as I stated earlier, definitely check out his site. There is something for everybody there in terms of miniature. I tell you, you will fill up your cart pretty quickly if you just go ahead and give the man some business. So let's go ahead and check out what did Philip send us. Oh my god, there's macarons. Oh wow, there's little miniature macarons. I definitely didn't order those, but I did tell him that I wanted these, and I can't believe he actually placed them in there. Oh my god, thank you, Philip. These is so generous. Oh, look how cute these things are. They're like little Laudori. Oh, I can definitely use this on my Marie Antoinette shoot that I am planning. Oh, I love these little things. Look how cute they are. Oh my god, they are perfect. They actually look real. These are actually really good miniatures for little macarons. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, adorable. Thank you, Philip. Oh my god, and of course he gave us the big or the tall tiered one as well. Oh my god, these are so adorable, you guys. Look at this. Definitely check out philipnaveen.com. Oh, these is adorable. And I think I saw a rainbow version of this in his stories that I am probably going to get as well. All right, so this box is supposed to be a bunch of boxes that I ordered as well. And look, there's even little spare macarons in this one. Okay, so for this one, we did order just like sort of plain luxury boxes. I wanted these boxes that are a little bit more muted for my closet because I think from time to time I do want to take and replace that orange in the background just to give you guys some variety. But here it is. He gave me a little tower. Well, didn't give. I ordered these ones, and thank you, Philip, for basically making these and selling this to me. Thank you for the macarons. I love them. I can't wait to use them on my Marie Antoinette shoot. So definitely let me know what you guys think of these little boxes, and of course the tower macarons. I do love them. Let me know under the comments. Let me know if you've bought anything from Philip before or you're planning to order. Definitely just go order. You will not be disappointed. And just a little preview, me and Philip actually have a surprise for y'all for the holidays, so definitely tune in. All right, so next stop for our haul for this haul video is something from Jamie Doll Show. So this is basically one of the looks from Time and Timeless collection from the Muse dolls. I'm going to say this is probably the most expensive fashion pack that I have purchased. All in all, this thing, including shipping, has cost me a little over $250. I know. So the value for this whole look was $225 plus FedEx shipping. So that was around $253. And I got look number 9 from the Time and Timeless collection. When I saw the preview of this look in that lookbook, this is again look number 9. The first thing I said, finally someone made one of my favorite looks. So this is one of my ever favorite looks that came down the Alexander McQueen runway. So this dress, or this whole look, is actually based off of the autumn winter 2006, The Widows of Culloden. And here it is. This is basically from the runway. This is look number 47. This is technically known as Widow's Weed, but in the Time and Timeless, this is look number 9. But in real life, this look was a full-length ivory gown made out of silk tulle and lace. And the most amazing piece was that when it went down the runway, this had a veil and of course an antler headdress, and it was worn of course by the iconic Raquel Zimmerman. It was just like such an iconic look when it went down the runway, and I still remember it, seeing it way back when in the early 2000s, well, like 2006. But let's go ahead and unbox this amazing fit from Muse's dolls. But look how amazing that is, just the details that they did on this fit. And here are the shoes. Let's see the shoes. Oh, it even came with earrings. Wow. So it came with little pearl earrings. Oh, look at these shoes. These shoes are divine. So they are the heelless with lace. Oh, these are so McQueen. I don't even know what shoes this dress came down the runway with, but these are amazing. Look at the details on this. Look at the lace. Look at that. Oh, and then it's a heelless. It's literally very Lady Gaga, but before Gaga's time. I swear, her and McQueen were just meant to be like together in terms of fashion, and that was just like a fashion moment as well. And I really hope Muses also comes out with some looks from Plato's Atlantis. That would be another dream of mine, to be scaled down to 1/6 doll scale. And of course it also comes with pins, and here is the veil, so it looks like it's attached through the neck. And here is that antlers. Oh, the miniature antlers. It's amazing. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Wow. I can't believe like such an iconic piece or from fashion is scaled down to 1/6, and I get to own it. I know it's a little expensive. Again, this whole thing cost me $250, which is the most I have paid for a shoe. A fashion pack, but I must say this is not the most I have paid for a doll dress. I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do another episode or a video of all the most expensive pieces that I have in my collection, especially the doll gowns that I have. But look how amazing this is. Like, they really captured the details of that runway dress, especially like with the lace. Oh, just gorgeous. So now the challenge would be which doll will be wearing this look, and I had to think about it, and the first doll I thought of was, of course, La Sombra Alejandra, and this is from Stilettos Out. She was one of the new face dolls that we got during the 2024 Integrity Toys Convention, and of course we're going to be using her because I feel like her look is so avant-garde that she can actually pull off this very avant-garde look, and I do think that she is the perfect doll for this. And as you can see, I sped it up a little, but I was very careful on putting this dress on Alejandra because I don't want to rip it, I don't want to stretch it, I don't want to ruin this dress. I have a tendency of ruining dresses from time to time because I'm a little harsh on them, but this one I was very careful. Put on the earrings that she came with. Oh, she looks like a couture bride. I just love it. Okay, now since the earrings are on, let's go ahead and move on to one of my favorite pieces that came with this whole look. Is her, of course, the veil and the antlers, but definitely the antlers because those antlers look so freaking good. Look at that. Oh, literally, when I started collecting back in 2018, a lot of the looks that I wanted recreated are some of like the couture runway pieces from like Dior, especially the John Galliano pieces, Alexander McQueen, and like Chanel. But now finally, what are we on? 7 years in, I am finally able to find these pieces to fulfill my need for why I started doll collecting in the first place, because I really wanted to have scaled down versions of those iconic pieces that I grew up and seen on the runways. And now finally, someone said in another video, is like, you get envious of things that kids have nowadays, and then you realize that you're an adult, and meaning you're an adult and you have money to buy things. I feel like us adults, we're still kids, but we just have that extra spending money to buy crazy things like these. But I'm also happy that certain doll collector brands are basically going into this whole kind of like the miniature couture doll business, I would say, making little miniature luxury items for adults that want to collect these and have them in their collection. So I just like want to thank especially like Muse Dolls, and then also Integrity Toys also starting to dabble in, and also there's a lot of other new designers for dolls that are experimenting on some of these avant-garde looks, and I think a lot of people are gravitating towards them now, so I'm really excited. And let's not forget about the upcoming looks that we are getting from, well, upcoming dolls we're getting from Integrity Toys, especially like the 30th anniversary Janae. That whole Dior inspired outfit, it gives such couture vibes, and these shoes, I just love them. And this is my very first Muses Dolls fashion pack, so I think opened up a whole new obsession. I feel like I'm probably going to be getting at least 1 or 2 looks per release that they're going to do because they fit Integrity Toys dolls so well. I know this might be a little harder to put on Barbie, especially with the long sleeve arms, but I feel like some other pieces will work well with other 1/6 scale dolls. I tell you guys, the amount of details that is put on these fashions are just immaculate, and I do think the price justifies the details and the amount of craftsmanship that comes into these little couture pieces. So I am actually, again, really excited that I finally jumped the bandwagon and bought a fashion pack. So definitely opened up a whole new thing for me. But definitely, if you own any of the Muses fashion packs, definitely let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on these fashion packs by Muses. And also, have you heard of them or even considered buying from them? And what do you guys think of the fashion that I got? And again, this is one of my favorite looks from Alexander McQueen, and how I wish I bought some other looks from previous collections. And here is one of our other purchases that Ro did, and then we had to restore her. And of course, she's wearing that Jonathan Adler dress again. She is gorgeous and she's almost back to her usual self, and I'm actually pretty happy how we restored this doll because of the yellowing again on the forehead, and then we were able to give her back that bleach blonde that she had, the platinum blonde, because her hair was also a little yellow. And here is a doll that Stefania got us from the Sherry's Doll Show, wearing Joe Namoso's Poochie print jumpsuit. Oh, just stunning. Definitely comment below which item is your favorite. Definitely let me know. And that is it for me for today. Thank you for watching. Laters.